This is part 2 of ranking and predicting the top 10 college football games of week 2. At number 5, we have Baylor and SMU. This game's probably going to be a complete shootout. I have both teams scoring at least 30 points. We don't really know much about SMU yet this year, but Baylor, their offense is okay, but their defense did not play well at all against Auburn. I have SMU winning this game 45-34. At number 4, we have Illinois and Duke. This is a really intriguing matchup between Illinois, who has really experienced team, Luke Altmyer, going on the road to face a good Duke team, a stingy defense. It's going to be really interesting to see how Altmyer does against that really good Duke defense. Manny Diaz is a great defensive coach, but I do have Illinois going into Duke and winning 27-21. At number 3 is the border war between Kansas and Missouri. This should be a really good game. Two teams that up to this point at least look pretty good. Both should be at least middle of the pack teams in their conference. Rivalry renewed. They haven't played in 14 years, I believe it is, but should be a close game. I actually have Kansas pulling the upset here, 28-26. At number 2, we have another great rivalry, is the Cyhawk battle between Iowa and Iowa State. So far, Iowa State has looked a lot better than Iowa has, but this rivalry is really weird where usually the worst team actually ends up winning this game a lot of years. So I'm hesitant to pick Iowa State, but they just look so good so far, so I'm going to pick the Cyclones in a close one. At number 1, I think it's a pretty obvious choice. It's Michigan and Oklahoma, two blue blood programs, the only ranked matchup of the week, Saturday night primetime in Norman. This is going to be a great game between two fringe playoff teams, in my opinion. I think the winner definitely has a good chance of making the playoff, but the loser will have a tough time kind of clawing their way back in contention. But I'm going to go a little more in-depth on this game in a separate video like I will for my top game of the week every week. But in short, I have Oklahoma winning this 27-24.